What's up, geniuses? My name is Adriel Rivera, and welcome back to the channel where you learn to show your genius. Now today, I'm continuing to show you guys how I make my music, and I'm going to be talking about my song, The Sky Isn't Always Blue. I got the inspiration for The Sky Isn't Always Blue after listening to music on Spotify. See, like most artists on Spotify, I wanted to make it out to editorial playlists like Bedroom Pop or Park Hangs, but then I kind of realized I was being hypocritical because I actually never really listened to these playlists, so I decided, hey, I'm going to actually try to listen to some of these songs to see what the heck I'm even trying to get myself into. So after diving into Spotify's Bedroom Pop and Park Hangs playlist, I came across this artist named Spilltab. I think it's a group of people, two people, but you only ever see one of them. I don't know, it's confusing. I'm still doing research on them, but they're great at making music nonetheless. The first song I listened to from them was called Cotton Candy, and this song was on those Spotify playlists that I was talking about. It was a really simple ukulele song with some added instruments on top of it, but I thought it was really nice, really intriguing. I can't play it for you right now because of content ID, but I'll leave a card up here if you want to go listen to it after this video. But it gave me the inspiration to make this really somber ukulele song, so that's why I started writing The Sky Isn't Always Blue. At the time, I had just released a video trying to make myself sound like Billie Eilish by recreating one of her songs called Everything I Wanted, and from remaking that instrumental, I learned a lot, which therefore I implemented into The Sky Isn't Always Blue. And something about me is that when I was younger, I used to recreate instrumentals all the time on FL Studio, and I think this helped me get a good grasp on songwriting and also song structure. So if you're somebody that's making music and trying to understand how to better make song structure to keep it interesting, I recommend recreating instrumentals that you listen to all the time. Find a song that you like, recreate the instrumental of it, and trust me, you'll learn some stuff from doing that. But anyway, let's hop into the first verse of The Sky Isn't Always Blue. Verse 1. There's so much going on in this song that I'm proud of, and it's definitely one of my most favorite songs that I've produced so far. First things first, we got the ukulele chords going on right here. But along with that, we also have this melody that plays overhead. So not everything was done in one take, obviously. As you can hear though, I added a bit crusher and EQ. That way we get this lo-fi sound going on. You can see right here, cut off the highs, cut off the lows, and we just got this distortion from the bit crusher. And later on, that filter is removed over here. But before that filter is removed, we introduce a clap and a side stick. And then once the filter is removed, we add in a kick. Next, we got the vocals.
When I was a young one, I would watch the leaves fall. Be excited for November, now I pay attention.
And these have this filter effect throughout the entire first verse. But before we get to the second part of the first verse, we have this pitch formatting that really helps it transition into that more upbeat style.
Do you think it gets better? I was thinking someday.
And then over here, we got some harmonies that are super auto-tuned, but it's really cool. It's a nice robotic sound.
Sophomore, future.
And when you play that with the rest of the song, it sounds like this.
Something that would change me when I was a sophomore. Just waiting for the future, like there was something for me. Now I'm getting older.
Verse 2. So in verse 2, we add in this bass line that I recorded with a bass guitar, specifically the one that's over here. I don't know if you could see it. Somewhere over there. Now, I'm not a bass player, but I think I did a pretty good job with that one. In the second half of the second verse, we also add in this piano. I call it a sparkle because it just kind of glimmers in the background. And throughout the second verse, we got the filter again, but then in the second half of the second verse, we remove it. I just think it sounds interesting, adds a little bit more oomph because we're getting away from that filter and hearing a more clean voice.
I can't escape the reaper's clutch, no matter how much my goal.
Next, we got some harmonies going on over here.
Billions speak my name.
And then we have these harmonies on the word wait.
Wait, Can it all just change today?
Next, we got the bridge, which is super simplified. All we have is the kick and the bass really going on in the background to really isolate the song, give it more of that somber feeling that we were talking about earlier. We got some more of that sparkle going on in the background too. So somber. And the vocals are super simple, just formatted down. And then I'm singing up the octave with some more filter effects on, just to fill in that space a little bit more.
Do you think everything will eventually be okay?
We also got these ahs going on in the background. And with everything together, sounds something like this.
Will eventually be okay. Do you think at the top are we seeing this cloudy day? Or maybe the hell will be suffocating you.
Last but not least, the chorus. Oh my gosh, there's like so much going on here. It's kind of overwhelming, if I'm being honest. I barely even organized this, so it's like so confusing to look at even for me. Last time I opened this project was a couple months ago, because obviously I don't really open projects after I'm done with my song. So man, like trying to organize this stuff while also recording this video, it's like so much, dude. Why didn't I organize this before? Like, look at all these automation clips. Like, I don't even know what half of these are doing right now. This controls pitch. This controls the mix of the format. This is the format shifting right here. Up here, we got, this is just so much. Let's start with the drums. So the drums are basically the same as how we had it in the verse, except we added in this extra clap rim shot thing that has a ton of reverb to give it a little more emphasis during the chorus. And as you can hear, I didn't add any hats to this song anywhere. Usually in my songs, I like to add hats, especially in the choruses, because it just gives it a little more of a faster paced feeling. But the thing is, with this song, I didn't want to add any sort of hats because I just wanted it to be very mellow. So all the rhythm is just being carried through the kick. No hats whatsoever. That's how it sounds like. On top of that, we got this flute mellotron going on, which when I started making this song, I knew exactly the sound I was going for. I knew from the very beginning I was going to add this mellotron in because I had a feeling it was going to sound good. And lo and behold, it really does. Dude, like even sometimes like I look at this stuff and I'm like, how did I even come up with this? Sorry, I don't mean to like toot my own horn, but like, I don't know, it sounds so good to me. After that, we got the bass side chain to the kick that ducks every time the kick comes in. So if you listen to that, it ducks ever so slightly when the kick comes in. So you have more room for that kick. After that, we add in the ukulele. I just think that blends in together so well. Gosh. Next, the second half of the chorus has these chords going on that really builds up the sound, but it's actually just my voice with a bunch of effects on it. And if I take them off, you can hear I just sang that and then pitched myself up. Man, I had to hold my breath for so long when recording this. Like, listen to that. That's me holding my breath out the whole time as I sing that. I don't know how I did it. I only recorded one take though, and then I manually pitch shifted it in new tone to give it more of that robotic sound. I could have sang them all separately, but I preferred doing it this way because I didn't want it to be apparent that it was my voice, but it really just adds to this nice vocoder sound. And then the sparkly piano comes back in the second half. And here's how the instrumental sounds like all together. My camera stopped recording for a little bit. It's okay, we're back. Next, for the vocals of the chorus, you have my regular vocals right here.
You think that the sky
But on top of that, I added this deep voice one to give it a little more beef.
Something's different at my altitude. How many milestones should I reach to?
I also sang up the octave right here.
Do you think that the sky
Again, just a layer of more vocals on top of it. Make it sound a little fuller.
Different at my altitude.
I actually have my dad also singing along with me.
You think that the sky isn't always blue, or maybe something's different at my altitude.
And the reason for that is just to make it sound more like a group and that it's not just me singing. We had to do a couple of takes, but my dad finally got it and it sounds amazing. And I'm glad that he sang it with me. And all together, it just fits really well.
You think that the sky isn't always blue, or maybe something's different at my altitude. How many milestones should I reach till there's something new?
And here's how the chorus sounds like with all the instrumental and our vocals together.
Sky isn't always blue, or maybe something's different at my altitude. How many milestones should I reach till there's something new? I'm hoping things get better. I'm hoping I feel better. Do you think it gets better? Do you think it gets better? Oh no.
Do you think it gets better?
I'm hoping things get better. I'm hoping I feel better. Do you think it
Gets better.
And then last but not least, we got the outro, which I'm particularly proud of. We got the producer tag. Can't go without that. But I think it just ends really nice because I have this filter effect. And when that filter comes on, all the reverb and all the extra things that I added just turn off. And so it kind of leaves the song with this like somber feeling, which like, I don't know why. I just really like how it ends. I turned off the producer tag so you could hear it a little more clearly. And like, I don't know, like it's just like a it feels sad to like end that way, but like I don't know, it's a good sad feeling. I don't know if it makes any sense. I love it though. It's super dope. And that's basically the whole song. So I really appreciate you guys watching and streaming. At the time of this recording, The Sky Isn't Always Blue has 35,000 streams on Spotify. Hopefully the song hits 100,000 streams within the year. Don't know if it will, but that'd be awesome if it does. And if you guys want to talk to me and the rest of the community, feel free to join the Discord. What the heck happened to my voice? If you guys want to continue talking to me and the rest of the community, feel free to join the Discord down in the description below. Appreciate you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much for listening to my music. You're awesome, but most importantly, don't be afraid to show your genius.
Do you think that the sky isn't